Julian Greystoke's recent comments about J.K. Rowling have left me quite puzzled. All I did was suggest that she couldn't stand Rowling and should speak for herself, but her response seemed unexpectedly intense. What exactly did she mean by that? There's some deeper sentiment or perspective that I missed in our exchange. Perhaps a nuanced view or personal experience influences her stance that I didn't consider. It makes me wonder how often we oversimplify someone's opinion without understanding its full context. You don't stand J.K. Rowling, you don't have to say, we, like all your viewers, hate her. You can disagree with her about anything, but it doesn't mean she did or said anything wrong. As I said, you can disagree with her, but just because you do that, it doesn't make her a bad person in any way, shape, or form. That's her response to me. I'm just curious. If you love her so much, why do you hang around my channel? I have no intention of stopping my anti-Rowling ways, so if that bothers you, there are tons of pro-Rowling channels all over the place to follow instead. That, or get used to me openly standing against her hate speech. That said, your comments randomly declaring your love for her do boost me in the algorithm, so carry on, I guess. It seems like she doesn't grasp that I have every right to watch her videos and comment on anything I choose, especially on what she says in them. It sounds like she doesn't understand that someone who disagrees with her on everything can still engage with her content, watch her videos, and comment on what she says or anything else in them. This makes me wonder if there's a disconnect in understanding the nature of online interactions and the diverse perspectives that viewers bring. That's my response to this comment. Can't I like her and watch your videos at the same time? I'm not saying it bothers me. I'm just saying that what she said isn't hate speech. Anyway, I think what helps you with the algorithm is your dislike for her. I'm not saying you're a part of it, but a lot of people dislike her do that because it's trendy, and that's why I can't take the dislike seriously. Again, maybe you don't dislike her as a part of a trend, but a lot of times I see things like this on the internet for several days, weeks, and that's it. Did you see the backlash about Hogwarts Legacy? A lot of the people who vocally said they're against J.K. Rowling, but they bought the game behind the scenes, regardless of what they said about her. In short, I wonder if she has to say the opposite of what she already said to change your mind. That includes a lot of people's minds on her. Her next response isn't any better. You can believe whatever you want. It's your brain. I have many trans friends who I love with my whole heart. If she just kept her opinions to herself, sure, she's free to have them. But her openly saying that people like my dear friends don't exist, or worse, are predators trying to attack women is hate speech whether you like it or not. You can 100% watch my videos. I just wonder why you keep commenting, because you're not going to change my mind on that bigot. Calling out her bigotry might seem trendy to you, but to me it is the right thing to do when she uses her power and influence to attack and harm the people I love. Feel free to keep commenting all you want, but I will continue to openly call her out on her bullshit and hate speech here. If that bothers you, you can certainly go back to the JK is amazing and does no wrong club that is still thriving out there on the internet. Ultimately, it doesn't matter if you believe in my convictions or think I'm just following a trend. I will continue to let my actions, such as including many openly queer characters in my books, and calling out bigotry when I see it, speak for themselves. It seems like she can't distinguish between what she perceives as bigotry and actual bigotry. Anyway, let me show you my next comment. You're the one who said that it bothers me. I'm only saying that I don't know when saying that you can't change your biological sex is hate speech. If so said that dogs can't be cats and cats can't be dogs, would you call it hate speech as well? I'm just asking. Anyway, you'll let your actions speak while letting our biological sex speaking for itself. I'm just saying. And that's her response. I'm not going to dive into the mechanics of being trans with you, but if you speak to trans people you will learn that biological sex and gender are in fact two different things, and trans folks know the difference full well. If you weren't at all bothered, why do you keep commenting to defend her? I never asked you to. I didn't challenge or call you out directly. I make my opinion clear in my videos on my channel where I am openly queer, pro-trans, and therefore against her bigoted views. I don't go to your channel and comment on your videos. If I was so bothered you'd think I'd do that. You are the one who chooses to comment on mulletball vids. If my words don't bother you, I doubt you'd waste your time like that. Honestly, I should stop replying, and I will, because I know it's pointless. But I do want you to know that it is pointless for you to keep commenting as well. Unless you're trying to dog whistle for your fellow anti-trans viewers, who may be lurking on my channel, but who have not felt the need to comment. Do note that any openly transphobic comments will be deleted as per my channel rules. This is the end of this conversation. Calm down, Julian. It looks like you think we were talking about something as extreme as murder transgenders with the way she's reacting. I hope she realizes that her tone is more intense than it needs to be, especially since we're just discussing J.K. Rowling's right to express her opinions. The problem is that Julian sees these views as being akin to encouraging violence against transgender people. Honestly, that's the impression we get from her perspective. I wonder what would have to happen for her to consider that there might be something valid, if that's even possible. Anyway, this is my final response to her, as she hasn't replied since. You don't have to reply back if you don't want to, but I think that you think that everyone who you disagree with you about these things is a bigot to you. That is what I'm understanding from your comment. It's not pointless for me to comment about, because I know it's too impossible to change your sex, no matter what you are from birth. I'm not dog whistling anything. I'm not anti-trans. I'm against this ideology that says that you can be anything. If stating these facts are transphobic, so be it. I'd prefer to be an alleged transphobe than believing in that stuff. I hope that you can see that biology is everything, no matter what you'll do with it. It's not like changing your hair length or color. Anyway, you can have these opinions, but I hope you know that you can't change your sex, no matter what you'll do. I say the general you, not you as Julian. I don't know if she'll ever watch this video, but I hope she doesn't treat me like a monster just because I agree with J.K. Rowling on this issue. I understand that I shouldn't let others' opinions dictate my life, nor should I change my views just to gain their approval. However, I genuinely don't understand why she hates J.K.'s opinions so vehemently. Is it possible that she can't see any truth in what Rowling says because of her strong dislike? It's not like J.K. Rowling is advocating for the criminalization of transgender individuals, which is why I brought up the analogy about cats and dogs. I suspect Julian would have reacted similarly if Rowling had expressed the same opinions about cats and dogs. Her comment, "I'm not going to dive into the mechanics of being trans with you," suggests to me that she doesn't have a strong counterargument. This seems like a way of saying, I have nothing to say because you might be right. Anyway, I hope she can come to understand that people can't change their gender, no matter what alterations they make to their bodies. See you in the next video. Goodbye.